fucking thoughts. Gas cause you must have bought 500,000 views and half of them Russian bots.
Facts. You must have bought 500,000 views and half of them Russian bots. Think about some of these people's YouTube channels be views. Come on now. Same people that got 500,000 views on a video, but only got like 600 likes. 500,000 view video, you got 600 likes. What kind of math is that? I thought about doing ASMR reactions, but then I thought to myself, I cannot sit there and whisper for 10-15 minutes. I can't. It's just because I've seen the videos and they're just cringing and weird. You know what I'm saying? That's just not me. You feel what I'm saying? Even though I can make ASMR content, I don't want to because I don't want to whisper for 48 minutes. Like, people literally just sit there and like massage the microphone, like, you know. Maybe These people really out here be massaging the microphone in these videos. But anyway, welcome back, YouTube. This is JP's on the keys, and it's too easy. And I know this is the first American artist I've done in a while, in months. And shout out to this dude, the dude who recommended this. Try to figure out what his name is. Shout out to Silky Johnson. Okay, bet. Without further ado, Locksmith 2019 Freestyle Shade 45's K Slay. We did a freestyle he did way back. But without further ado, let's get it.
Y'all see right now who's who.
Let's do it.
Microphone. Drop that beat, Torch. Drop the.
Yeah.
Oh shit. And he went there.
Yeah. Look. Check it out. Look. No big homie, no corporation. No diss, only my motivation. I notice most of them go with waves in. I go against the current I currently feel engaged in. Raised in a city, civility's disability. Disumbilical cord is the discontent for humility. Silly rapper, you privileged, lying who you pretend to be. I disconnect from your witherspoon like Ryan Phillippe. Philip is web browser with lead showers and minstrels. Nocturnal journals of unnurtured potential. Essential tools when exploiting the black youth. Multiracial pickaninnies, they pick as a substitute. Suck the truth from the culture, leave you a hollow shell. Fuck an album, algorithms with ad agency sale. 2004 placement, 500 in your statement from a playlist. That type of math is not adjacent. We chasing after the dreams that we only appear to know. Birds never change feathers, they weather but clearly don't. You want advice? Well, here's a quote. A bitch nigga's a bitch nigga right now or 10 years ago.
Ooh. Right now, 10 years ago. Facts. That don't change, baby.
Karma don't expire in pride of popular opinion. I'm rising above the minions, my eyes have reluctant vision. I look away from your negative trenches. Niggas smile in real life but act petty in mentions. This is Dred Scott, nappy dreadlock, skullduggery, bipedal mechanics and fire discovery. This is 1934, Detroit master fraud. This is slave owners teaching slaves master is God. This is Malcolm bowing in Mecca, drinking from Zamzam. Machiavellian hellions hailing our own plan. The neighborhood does not condone false prophets roam. Mr. Rogers the Roger Stone, watching drones fly over religious schools and comb. Back home we all clones, we follow what they presume. We cater what they consume in costume. Get some money and hop out your cocoon like a coon. I assume you got the memo, a symbol to be affected. Young niggas feel disconnect, old niggas feel disrespected. This affects the nervous system, essentially kills us all. Pushing poetic poison, fictional fentanyl. Heard a bunch of y'all rapping, fronting like dawn captains, throwing money around and stunting in y'all caption. Said he was set to kill, really just false acting. You call it a record deal, I call it Uncle Tom's Cabin.
For real, facts. Exactly. Once you sign a record deal, you become a slave to them. You become a slave to the record label. You know what I'm saying? They decide when to put you on a press run. If they ever put you on a press run, they decide to promote. If your music only goes as far as the record label allows it to, as the streams allow it to, because you know they fixed the streams. You know that. You know. I hope you didn't know. I hope you knew that they fixed the streams. All the stream numbers are fixed. All the album sale numbers are fixed. Most of these people are not buying albums. They know people not buying albums. That's why they go off streams. People don't buy albums anymore.
Bragging and fucking thoughts. Gas cause you must have bought 500,000 views and half of them Russian bots.
Facts. You must have bought 500,000 views and half of them Russian bots. It's like I think about some of these people's YouTube channels be views. Come on now. These are the same people that got 500,000 views on a video, but only got like 500-600 likes. On a 500,000 view video, you got 500-600 likes. What kind of math is that?
Half of the buzz you got, stolen from his connections. The other half, controlling people's perception. Deception is like infection, it's lying beneath the skin. I'm trying to keep a grin, the virus is steeped in sin. Set a flame to the game and murder you post fire. I hate that nigga, but I admire his ghostwriter. I'm the sole proprietor, prime my way in the system. Criticize my game plan, but ask later for assistance. Persistent, but you did judge. If you don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me. But I'm sick of pretend love. I'm sick of the fake industry puppets tangling strings, dangling dreams, dangerous themes y'all promoting. I wouldn't give you the Heimlich if you was choking. I'm the chosen designated distributor and dismemberer. You said you rep the culture, but we don't believe you. You said you was a broker, so we don't impede you. Some niggas are so desperate for exposure, they just roll over and lower the standard we should heed to. We
For
worship
real?
at the feet of these icons in the hopes to be anointed. When you meet them in person, you're disappointed. I'm pointing out the flaws in the pecking order. Respect's in order. Expect a quarter of success when they suppress was brought up. I saw him lower, what we seek is the peak. Whack niggas from 2010 we now see as elite. A mirage, I know it sounds quite odd, but Lil Xan makes Gucci Man sound like Nas. Lean with it, rock with it, I just spit it how Pac did it. The bay is in my blood, but I'm not a blood, so stop with it. I'm a lyricist, this is not a gimmick. I remember nights, empty stomachs, and nothing but knots in it. Please don't compare me to other rappers you rock with. Yeah, he's got a flow, but he's sorta iffy with content. Me, there's no if, whys, or maybes. I would teach a class, smash your bitch, and then baptize your baby. Maybe you deserve to be weeded out. And please don't blame it on the trees and claim later you was weeded out. I'm weaving in and out the flow like a seamstress. You reap what you sow, and I thread the needle, extinguish out the spark that you've been burning for clout. Disperse from your spout, and every word you slur from your mouth. As far as bars, I've been serving them out. I deserve an amount of respect. Fuck you and your burner account. You see, the people in your circle are the first ones to hurt you. They feed your insecurities and downplay your virtues. But I'm virtually unstoppable, stomping over your obstacles. Your optical receptors are intercepted with lots to prove. I'm the truth, I'm the fact of religion. I'm the reason niggas crumble up they raps when they listen. I'm the reason niggas humble up they act when he's mentioned. When they meet me in person and purposely practice submission. The fact that he's missing is just due to circumstance. And bad timing combining purpose, a perfect stance. Assertive serpents that circle around my sermon's glance. Minute I smell they venom, circumvent to a certain task. I smirk and laugh at your outbursts, who you cursing at? Your outcomes coming out worse and you worse at rap. I used to clap for these niggas, now I reverse the stats. Every album out, I was counted out and emerged from that. Concepts, metaphors, lyrics, production. I master my position, addition out of reduction. They ask for my detention, essentially out of assumption. Cause I ain't begging no artist for nothing. I'm cuffing my scrotum sack in the coldest sack, the coldest cat.
Facts, people, but for real, you don't know how many of these people be begging for a shout out, begging for a feature, begging for anything. People, yo, you don't understand, man. Some of your favorites, they done begged a couple people to get on board. You know what I'm saying? Not I. Ain't no way. If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this with me and with y'all support. That's all I'm doing it with y'all support. Y'all support is the reason I'm keep going, fam. Like, for real. When I know people is rocking with me, you know what I'm saying? It gives me so much confidence to keep going. Oh, your videos don't get that many views. What you mean? I get likes. People like my stuff. I barely get any dislikes on my videos. I barely get dislikes on my videos. Okay? I'm trying to deliver good quality content. And I respond. If I don't respond to your comment, I'm gonna heart your comment. I'm gonna like your comment. Unless it's something out of this world. But I can't be turning Hollywood on the people that made me. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all are the reason. Y'all are my audience. You feel me? I can't turn Hollywood on my audience. That's stupid. That's stupid.
I noticed that you overcompensate for your bogus tats. You know you act. You know you actually act out for attention, cause your music doesn't get it. Your whole image is scripted.
Just like Soulja Boy. Just like Soulja Boy. Every time he get in some type of, every time his music ain't going up like that, here he go, starting to beef with somebody. Start calling out people's names. Oh, Tiger, I had to make a swing back, like, bruh. I don't want to hear that.
If I cannot do it, it cannot be done. I made a test of DNA, that is not my son. I'm not the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. Not your hip-hop homie or your industry brethren. My paragraphs are a paragraphs, apparent math solutions that only my parents grasped. Took me past minutia, the past is nuisance. Every rap that I spat was a crack in the very fabric he's passing out to enact confusion. The act of using moralities to boost morale and lose morality, skews mortality in huge totality. Who's to blame for me toe-tagging these rappers that you mystify? Justify whack by claiming it's a vibe. This is why we shouldn't.
Justifying whack by claiming it's a vibe. Oh my goodness. But who's rapping like this, bro? Who in America's rapping like this? 'Cause I know a lot of UK dudes that can rap like this. But who in America is rapping like this? Who in America is rapping like this? Nobody. America pushes a bunch of trash in every genre, not just rap and hip hop. It's not even, you can't even call it hip hop no more. It's just mumble rap, trap. You can't even call it hip hop no more. You can't, because it's not. They done made commercial rap music, commercial country music, commercial gospel music. It's a lot of commercial gospel music. A lot of these gospel artists is collabing with these rap people. Like, you got Nicki Minaj on gospel tracks. What? Where do they do that at? Where do they do that at? Where do they do that at? Oh my gosh. Where do they do that at? You got Nicki Minaj on a gospel track. Come on now. Dude. For real? You go, oh, she's just trying to. No. They're making a mockery. They're making a mockery of religion. Seriously. Just like Snoop Dogg made a gospel album. Dude. You know, how all of a sudden you make all these albums about degrading women, drugs, money, shooting and killing. All of a sudden you just do a gospel album. Like what? What in the world? Like, I don't buy it, bro. They make such a mockery of religion. It's crazy. Thing is, I don't care if you don't practice a religion, but dang, at least respect the people that do. You feel what I'm saying? At least respect the people that do, or let them do what they do, and you don't have to make a mockery of that. It's a mockery. Why are these industry people trying to infiltrate in the gospel music, even though the gospel, most of the gospel people are industry?
Dignified degenerates, disingenuous lyrics that only serve or assist the lie. I found a cyst in the system, essentially tried to attempt and pry open a small gap you admit to hide. I found immense pleasure and gratification in grabbing what's sacred and staking my claim to you wince and cry. Since when did too much talent become an offensive crime? This confines the culture and that creates a big divide.
Thanks.
Indivisible, inexplicable syllables, silhouettes of a civil threat leave the masses miserable. We maximize what is minuscule, then they pour wool over eyelids. I bid to extend the door. I do feed off instrumentals. The instruments you use are inadmissible in the midst of a windless spool. I pull away from normalcy, such an enormous hill to climb, so you incline to fail while I perform the feat. We complain about culture and what it was, but trolls don't create themselves, the public does. Me
for real. Y'all talking about, oh my God, this person got no talent. How they get famous? Because y'all made him famous. Y'all kept reposting him. Y'all kept talking about him, and look what happened. Boom. They all over the internet.
Feed streets into the fuckery just for buzz. Just because you buzzing doesn't excuse your destructive grudge. I
real?
was under the impression that pressing people for clout was the wrong type of message when messages were in drought. But I seen a lot of death, and especially from the south side of Richmond, where they sticking your tombstone in the ground. Young niggas wave guns and record labels benefit. They profit off the ignorance because they don't have to live in it.
Yep.
They provide the method to market it and distribute it.
Yep.
This exhibits a lack of responsibility, period.
Facts. For real, because they know they don't got to deal with none of that. They know that the record labels know they don't got to deal with none of that ignorant gun waving, gun toting stuff that go on. And again, it makes people want to do what they're talking about in the songs. People, you can't tell me that people are not influenced by the music that they listen to. I'm pretty sure people actually shot and killed people to Mini Man by 50 Cent. I know they did. That's all make you want to go with, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody listen to Future and just start wanting to overdose on start want to drink codeine, overdose on Molly and perk and all that.
The period of following inferior practices is a larger conversation, and it's more than compensation, and it's more than just the dollars. There's a broader complication. If you don't respect the art, there's no more obligation. You can't expect the white-collar suburbanite to understand the urban plight. They just see the perks and hype. They just see the antics and analytics as gimmicks. Another reason to send niggas to prison while they surf and hike. There's a certain type of hell for you demons. When you see him in public, you publicly move and you meet him, but you need him to validate your actions. And this fake democracy is nothing more than a distraction. They gave us a black president to pacify us and lull us to sleep so the next one can wreak more.
I keep saying that. Oh my gosh. And I know if you're in America, I know you've heard I hope you heard this lady. Her name is Kamala Harris. She's supposed to be running for president in 2020. This black lady. She's a black lady. And of course, most people are going to be like, oh, she's a black lady. She automatically gets my vote. Boom. But you don't understand the reason behind it. While they're really trying to push her. Do you know? She locks up a large amount of black people. She pushes for mass incarceration of black people. Mass incarceration of black people. This is a black lady. Mass incarceration of black people to appeal to superiors that will put her in the office if she keeps doing their bidding. And like I said, there's another puppet. Like Donald Trump was a puppet. Barack was a puppet. George Bush was a puppet. These presidents are puppets, dude. They're not making any of the decisions. The real one who's in power, Queen Elizabeth. She's the most powerful person in the world. I keep telling you, she's the most powerful person in the world. She's the only person in the world who's exempt from any law. She's exempt from any law. She cannot be criminally prosecuted for anything she does. She is criminally invincible. She just sits back in her little big castle while the whole world goes to, do you know what? And then blah, blah, blah. She come out, make an appearance, yada, yada, yada. Royal family, yada, yada, yada. This, that, and the third, yada, yada, yada. And the people in the UK know that too. They know the Queen has absolute power over everything. They know the Queen is the most powerful woman in the world. She's the most powerful person in the world. And people still think that Donald Trump has the best interests of America. Wow. Okay. Just like Kanye said, slavery was a choice. It is. It's an option. You choose to be rocked to sleep by this government. That's your choice. That's your choice. Nobody told you had. Nobody really held a gun to your head. You did that was a conscious choice you made on your own. I know this video was long. I don't care. This is a conscious choice you made on your own. Nobody told you to go back to work, even though you ain't getting paid during the government shutdown. Nobody told you. Even the boss told you to go back to work, and you went back to work. That you chose that. You chose to go back to work. You're gonna go to work, and you're not gonna get paid. And they're not gonna reimburse you for those hours that you worked when you're not getting paid. To me, free labor, that's slavery. I don't care how you twist it, how you put it. Free labor is slavery. Unless it's like volunteer work, okay? Unless it's like volunteer work, I understand. Volunteer charity work, I understand that. Okay? But free labor. You telling me you want me to work 40 hours a week and I'm not gonna get paid for any of them? You must have fell and bumped your head. Straight up.
Havoc as they advocate for companies to keep dumping money into policies that profit off the meek. You weak ass rappers, you speak ass backwards, you leech off classics so you can eat and keep that status regardless of where you come from. I can peep those tactics. You appeal to dum-dums and the weak drug addicts. My poems are African bones sprinkled on the ocean floor. The transatlantic holocaust and the cost to endure. Slave vessels that's nestled beneath the wind while I reprimand you pawns using Franz Fanon's pen. Wretched of the earth, I reverse the Hermetic curse, but I learned a lot from Lot in regards to that Noah verse. But I'm so immersed in this perverse industry gambit that it's hard to get a grip when it cripple your understanding. Panic at the disco, dinner at Del Frisco's. The food is moving slow like San Luis Obispo. Rest in peace, Jerry. It's scary how niggas violate. Ain't satisfied until they ratify my pious state. God bless the web. Thoughts is acting wild. Get indicted off a light. Whack niggas is back in style. But I back it how? No backing down is your demeanor.
You notice how every week some new weird alien looking spawn dude, my bad, almost, some alien looking dude comes out of nowhere with some big rapper. Some dude got pink hair, pink and blue hair, call him little dum dum or something, and they pushing him to the top of the charts because they know you gonna listen to it. They say, look at it, they're so stupid. Why would they listen to this? And they do. Wow, they're so stupid. Look at them.
How is it superficial if they serve you a subpoena? If you live by the gram, you die by the gram. Thought it was cute till you at odds with Uncle Sam.
Yep.
And you sabotage your life for the price of the raffle. Like that, you went from internet chatter to chattel. While I'm straddling the fence, insensitive or ingenious, I finesse phonetics and demean the king's English. I suppress the way that I really want to address them in the spirit of the culture. If you look a little closer, there's a deep-seated sense of contempt. You're not exempt. Turn up your nose, it flows, and beg to repent. But there's a lot of pent-up fear to end up here. I sense what's near. Your near side of you is askew. Thought it was cool. Not to me, I'm a rebel. I can see how they meddle in matters, but me, I don't settle. Try to criticize me on the level. If you keep playing devil's advocate, then to me, you a devil.
Yep.
You derelicts are determined.
Facts. For real, everybody want to play. Y'all want to play devil's advocate.
Be a barrier. We all wearing wires. Just check your wireless carrier. I carry on tradition, condition to be an abbot. Back in Richmond, niggas carry iron.
He said, we all wearing wires. Just check your wireless carrier. You know, did you hear what he said? We all wearing wires. Just check your wireless carrier. They're only listening to us anyway. They listen to everything we say. Through the phones, through this mic that I got connected. I know they listen to everything. I know that. They listen to everything.
Iron Man, Black Sabbath, Agatha Christie, you can miss me with the questions. Try to assist me, I would diss thee with inflection. Cause I ain't come this far to jump in his car so he can take credit for driving me where I'm destined. Definition of grind through repetition and time. My deposition is epic and delicate by design, and a definite reminder of where I stand in society. A reckless outcast, I outclass what they provided me. Surprisingly, I've been separated and branded. They brandish your understanding that's unmistakably candid, and a cancer to the culture, sort of poetic tumor. Rumor has it that they doing damage to the consumer.
888 Shade 45 Streets of Garand. Now let me explain something to you. You got motherfuckers that can come up here on this mic and can just spit any kind of stupid shit, but this was unwasted bars of knowledge.
There was
Like,
so many
listen.
references in there that I was like, wow. I was like, people not
This
gonna
is
be
what I'm
smart enough
talking
for some
about.
of this. Like,
Facts, man. You gotta, bro. You can't just waste. If you gonna come over here and spit something, you gotta spit something with real stuff, man. Like it ain't, bro. This it's crazy out here, man. I'm sure you know that. You know that. I know I haven't been looking because the mic is right here. I'm sorry, I haven't been looking at the camera a lot, but the mic is right here. The mic is right here. But anyway, thanks again for watching this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Subscribe. Hit that like button so it can get out there. More people, you know, hitting the like promotes the video, you know, stuff like that. Share the video wherever you share videos at. Hit that notification bell so you know when to upload. But other than that, I'm out. Peace.